Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a extended ponytail with a middle part with the Organique, I think that's how you say it, breezy wave hair. I got 2 bags of that in 24-inch. I believe it's like a synthetic hair that you can put a little bit of heat on. But yeah, so anyway, I just shampooed her hair, and I'm gonna go through and just flat iron it. I'm not gonna do like a real sleek silk press, but I'm just gonna go through and just kind of get it straightened out some, because you definitely need the roots straight for this style. And she's getting the middle part, so I'm just gonna go through and just straighten it as best as I can with my tool signs. I need to replace these tool signs. I've been having these for about 4 years or so probably, and it's just time for a new pair, but they still going strong. So if you're looking for a good like $50 price range flat iron, the tool signs is good. If you want to, you need some new flat irons, you can get those from Sally's. But yeah, I'm just still going through it. I'm flat ironing it, and I'm going through the root part with the pressing comb. And my pressing comb was not as hot as it needed to be, so I had to keep going back over it. I'm gonna get me another stove. My stove went out, so I can use the actual stove pressing, the Marcel pressing comb. So I'm gonna do that soon, because I do not like these electric pressing combs, and plus they have the cords are not usually long enough to reach to the client head, so you always got the cord in their face and all that stuff when you're trying to straighten it out. And I don't like having restrictions when I'm trying to work or do hair. So yeah, but I'm just going through here, just continuing to straighten her hair. And like I said, she has like super thick hair, super thick hair, like super thick hair. And I don't believe in that 4C, B, C, D, all that. I just know people have curly hair. Everybody has curly hair, just depending on what type of curl, loose or tight, and if it's gonna be thin or thick or in between. But anyway, here I'm trying to pour out her middle part. Y'all know I have a problem with making middle parts, so I'm trying to get that part straight as possible. I had to go back a few times after this clip and part it again just to make sure it was straight. And then she has like one of those moving scalps, so that just made it even worse for me, because y'all know I cannot do a middle part. It is so crazy to save my life. But I got it middle part this time. It wasn't off center, I don't think. And then I just put a little bit of this wax stick. I don't know what the name of that wax stick, but I think they all pretty much work the same. That wax stick on there, and then I went through with the press comb to make sure that middle part was really sleek and smooth. And then here I'm just separating the front part, her baby hair area, and then I'm going to separate the front part of the ponytail out so I can get the back part slicked down first. So I'm just tying it away with some rubber bands, like the big rubber band. And then I just have her baby hairs pulled out in the front, and also her sideburns. I just got them pulled out. I don't have them tied back with anything. So yeah, I'm just getting the hair pretty straight. And I'm going back in with the wax stick again. And I'm just trying to, I'm going to have to go back through again with the press comb. But here I'm using the Got2b. No, I'm not going to use the press comb again. I'm sorry. I'm going in with the Got2b. And I got to really saturate the hair with Got2b to get that ponytail to lay and stay like that, you know, at least a week or so. I don't know about 2 weeks, but at least a week it'll stay if you tie it down. It may stay longer. I'm not sure, because I don't ever really wear these kind of hairstyles that often. But yeah, so you just want to get it as smooth as possible. And if you did a pretty decent flat iron, it won't be hard to get it smooth. You may have to, you know, keep going over it just to make sure everything is smooth out. And also you may have to just tie a rubber band around it and smooth it even more, and then take the rubber band off and put it back on once you get it smooth and dry, because you remember you went in and saturated it with a lot of got to be spray. Also, y'all can use that even spray too. It works good. Pump it up works good for this style. You just gotta go back and dry it, really, really good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm still smoothing, and I'm going in with more got to be. You're gonna use an excessive amount of got to be spray with this, especially if somebody is natural. If they have relaxed hair, you can do this style with gel, or you can do got to be, but you won't need as much because the hair will get hard if you spray it if they have relaxing. But a lot of people is natural now, so she was natural, and so I'm just going in again with the blow dryer. I'm going to take that rubber band off again and then reapply it to make sure everything is smooth. I did the best I could getting it smooth. Of course, I told y'all she had some really super thick hair. Super, super thick hair. I'm just going to tie it back with the rubber band again and tighten it. And then make sure everything is good to go. Spray it again. Because again, you want this to stay. You don't want them to have to be paying for whatever the service is and then the hair come down in a day or so. So this just comes with the territory. They're going to have to get got to be or some kind of hard, stiff stuff on there. So now I'm moving along to the top right portion. And I'm sprayed it down. I just went through layer by layer and sprayed it down with the got to be, and I'm trying to keep her baby hairs and sideburns separated, and I'm just getting the hair smooth. You can see it's smooth really well because I flat ironed it pretty decent, but it wasn't like a hard press, but I did get it straightened pretty good. Here I'm just gonna put a pin in there to hold the hair while I try to get it the rest of it straightened even more. I'm gonna put a temporary rubber band situation on there. And I use rubber bands. I don't like to do these ponytails and use those ties because they're too bulky. So you have to cover all that up when you get ready to do the ponytail. I know some people might use the hair ties, but elastics or whatever like that, I don't use those. I just use like the larger black rubber band, not the small one, the bigger one. And I'm still smoothing. You're going to be smoothing for the most part of this hairstyle. So just continue to spray, smooth, blow dry. Spray, smooth, blow dry. And you definitely gonna have to do it if they get apart like in the middle like that, because you got to make sure everything is looking cohesive and smooth. So I didn't show me doing the other side because I did exactly the same thing on the other side. And then I just went through and curled her baby hair and her sideburns. And what you see here doing right now is just laying her sideburns down, just doing like a little pin curl situation right there. And of course, as always, these styles don't need baby hair, but of course, she's a teeny bop, so they want big old baby hairs, child. So the picture she had showed me, I think it had more baby hairs than I put, but I just put like a little one swoop and then one pin curl. But of course, you do not have to have baby hair. If you don't like baby hair, you can skip this step. But just like I said, she's a teeny bop, so they want some baby hair, child. They want baby hair. So yeah, I just used a little bit of got to be the yellow one, and I did it on both sides. And I'm just gonna go in with the blow dryer and make sure that it's dried pretty well, and also make sure that everything else is dry all the way through. So here I'm going to go in with those big black wrapping strips. I'm going to spray a little bit of oil sheen because those strips tend to stick sometimes if the hair is not fully dry when you're using like a got to be or something like that. So I don't want it to stick at all. So I'm going to spray just a little bit of oil sheen, and then I'm just going to tie the ponytail down. So I use 2 ties on there, and I'm just going to tie it around the back to make sure everything is set in place. And then I just spray a little bit more, got to be over the top. And then here I'm using like a little piece of braid hair that I cut in half, and I'm just wrapping it around the ponytail with a rubber band. So you're going to use a lot of rubber bands in this ponytail, and it's fine. You know, you just got to take the rubber bands off correctly. Don't be trying to slide them off to the end of your hair or something like that. Rubber bands are fine. I use them every day on my hair, and I ain't lost no hair yet. So, but anyway, I'm just plaiting the ponytail down, or braiding it down. I could say plait because I'm old school. And we used to call a single braid a plait. So plait it down to the bottom and use another rubber band to secure it at the end. And I had a little piece of hair hanging off at the bottom, so I'm going to go in and cut that part off. I'm sorry if y'all hear my dryer in the background. I'm at home today, so I'm drying some clothes. And then I'm going to go in with another wrapping strip. So you're going to use a lot of wrapping strips in this in this hairstyle. So you need wrapping strips. You're going to need glue. You're going to need rubber bands. You're going to need got-to-be or some kind of hard hairspray. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and put it on the end of the braid. And I'm just going to start wrapping that wrapping strip around. And this step right here is going to protect the glue, because you're going to glue the ponytail. You can sew it if you want to, if you don't want to do all this. But I prefer not to sew it. And it's harder for the person's hair you're doing to get it off. So I'm just going to glue. And then I just took a little piece of glue and tacked that little end piece down. And I took the blow dryer and make sure the glue is dry. This the hair, y'all. It's the Organique breezy wave. It's kind of like a crip look, or like a little wavy look. So, and it's 24 inches. It's long as hell. She said she wanted to keep it that long, so we kept it that long. And she's tall too, so it fitted her pretty good. And so I'm just taking a little bit of glue and putting it on there, and I start wrapping the double track around. And I put the glue directly on that paper, so you ain't got to keep stopping to re-glue the track or getting glue everywhere, because that's what I do when I glue the track. Get glue all over the place and all over my hands and everywhere. If you wrap it with the wrapping strip and then just apply the glue on the top of the wrapping strip, you can just keep wrapping and then wrapping and making, and then just do that until you run out of hair, and then make sure that it's dry and it'll stay secure for you. It won't fall off or any of that stuff. So that was the end of the first bag. I'm just gonna run the blow dryer, make sure everything is dry and in place. And yeah, but that hair is like a little wavy situation. So, but anyway, y'all, I'm back. I told y'all I was coming back. It's hard to get people that want to record, so that's why I didn't have nothing last week. But I am back. Hair vendors, if you looking for somebody to promote your hair, I'm here. My email will be in the bio, so you can reach me if you want to send me some hair to do for a video for you. Y'all follow me on all my social media too. But anyway, I'm just finishing wrapping the hair around. I put more glue on top of the paper, and that glue does not see through the paper. So you know, you can put as much glue as you need to stick the ponytail down, and just keep wrapping and wrapping until you run out of hair or you come to the end. And like here, I didn't need all of it. I just had a little bit left, so I cut it off. And then I'm gonna go in and take some glue and wrap it, the last little piece right there, and just go in with the blow dryer again. And this was so easy because I don't have all that damn glue everywhere. Okay, so that's how the ponytail looks. It just has like a little light wave to it. I think it was called breezy wave. I think that's what it's called. And then here I'm gonna take a little strip from the bottom, and the hair is so long, so you don't really need like a huge big strip, unless you just want a big strip. And I'm gonna take the got-to-be, and I'm gonna spray it, saturate it really good, and I'm gonna go around a few times And then here I'm gonna take some glue because I want to make the wrap just a little bit wider. So I put a little bit of glue on there so I can make the wrap a little bit wider than it was. And then I'm gonna end up putting glue around the last little pieces of the wrap just to make sure it stays in place. And then I just use my finger and the comb to like wrap it around. More got to be. I told y'all gonna be using a lot of got to be in this damn ponytail, but it's gonna stay. You ain't gonna have to worry about it coming down, especially for like the teeny bops. They gotta get their hair done every week because she one of them. You want their hair to stay, so you gotta spray it, and they just gotta tie it down at night or when they doing something. And so here I'm going in with a little bit of oil sheen to make sure that those strips come off without sticking to the hair or without getting white stuff on there. So see how easy it came off because I put a little oil sheen on there before and after, just a little bit. And over there I think I had a little mishap with the wrap. Okay, so I was just fixing something over there with that wrap, but that baby hair is exactly the same on both sides. I went in with a little bit of the black spray here just to make sure that part was extra crispy. And y'all know I have a hard time doing middle parts, and I did really good this time. It looks really good. And I just used the black spray to just make sure it's finished and looking really good. So I'm happy with the ponytail. It looks really cute. It's really teeny bop appropriate. It's kind of long, but she is tall, so it's a good fit for her. And I just go back in with a little bit more got to be. Y'all gonna use a whole lot of got to be and stuff. So anyway, y'all, this is the finished product. I'm shorter than her, so I'm looking over her. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live. Thank you guys. Leave a heart in the comments if you like this video, if you love this video. Y'all, I am back. I am back. So make sure if y'all see me again, watch my videos. Thank you.